Hey, it's time for Guild Wars. Now, the schedule kind of went a bit funny. Someone was a no-show, so that kind of messes things up. That means that normally the less confident players, the newer players, we leave the survive battles for them because anyone can do them. It doesn't matter what your level is. Since we've had a no-show, that's left me and some of the other teammates to pick up the slack. So we've got a bit of a Survivor-arma, as I call it. So we're going to do some survive battles. We've gone through as many missions as we can on stages 19 and 20, the toughest ones. Now let's just kill off some humans to complete these missions. So I'm going to use... No. I'm going to use Magagi as the leader. She's a very good choice for this. Russell here has got the porcelain pulverizer, so that I can cripple enemies and hit multiple enemies at once. Alpha is bringing this. The Wrecker shotgun. I've not used it yet. I think that something like the 7mm Harrier or the Starbound rifle is a better bet. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh yeah. Got the poleaxe. Is this a good scout weapon? I don't know. I'm really keen to try it out. We'll have to upgrade it first, but then we will get to it. Let's where were we? We are here. Right. So that's the team that I'm using. I think Alpha looks great with this thing. Really suits her. Our opponents, 2 melee characters and Tara as the lead. It's not a great idea. That's not a great setup. It's kind of handy to be doing these survive battles because I was having a discussion with a couple of people actually on comments, and survive battles came up. And that's because we've got a couple... The hell? Oh, I suppose Tara managed to get a revenge shot. Okay, well, eat that. What we're going to do here... Yeah, we should be able to push Beth back. We should be able to cripple her as well. So, I think the reason that people have been talking about how to defeat other humans is because we've got a lot of those in the current weekly challenge. It's the Commonwealth War Challenge. And that means we've got lots of enemies who are unusually breathing. And of course, there's different strategies for dealing with humans as opposed to walkers. I've got some absolute tip-top gear. You know, that's worth noting. But the winning strategies are always the same. Right, let's just see. So revenge is something to look out for, because I didn't... It's weird that his leadership trait is second down from the top. So he's got the Starbound rifle. That's not good for us. Rosita, she's got a long-range assault rifle, and she can retaliate, so we really want to stay out of range of her, which is going to be difficult. Yumiko there has got revenge, and she's got the pulverizer as well. This is a pretty good... This is a pretty good little setup. Do bring out the big guns. Yeah, I think so. So we are going to just make a little bit of change. Yumiko, I think we need to know that we are meaning business here. So she's coming along. We're bringing our own Starbound rifle. Russell is gonna... bring the flare gun. Incendiary weapons, they can essentially almost sort of attack twice, kind of, especially if you've got Yumiko as the lead. You can get them down to red, and then they can just burn to pieces. Let's see. Okay, so we got Shane stunned. Let's finish him off. And we're not going to advance. Taking out one character is kind of good enough. Now both of these guys have got retaliate, so I'm just gonna hold off for a sec. We're gonna see how they fare with the walkers. Yeah, and we're gonna get some attacks of opportunity ourselves. Now Russell is a fairly disposable guy. Let's get these guys. Let's get them crippled with dog, and then let them burn to death. So that was good. Now, as I was saying, some people have said that they've been struggling with all of the humans on the weekly challenge. I came up with some suggestions, including some equipment and stuff like that. And I'm using the ideal equipment and gear, but it's the strategy and the tactics that are still here. You know, apply equally. You don't necessarily have to have the best stuff. This is a great defensive team. This is a really good defensive team. And it might well be that Alpha here is going to be the MVP. Because we're going to be able to stay out of range. All of these shooters have high power weapons. High power weapons increase the distance that they can reach. Still, if you have infinite range, that's even better. So we get the initial shot there with Alpha, and we stun the humans. Now, what I would be doing if I didn't have that incredible offensive capacity that the Starbound rifle affords me, is I would be holding all the way back. My first thing to do would be to see if we can use walkers. So, is there any chance that perhaps I can let the walkers arrive and they will distract the humans? If they don't, then maybe use something like Dog or Shiva, get their attention, get them running around like headless chickens, and just wait in a firing line. As soon as they come into your firing line, you're going to cut them down. So that's an option as well. Again, I am using the best gear that I can because, well, I recommend that for everybody. You should. Ruthless Marksman, critical aim. So that's been re-rolled. We've got high power on that. And then a standard range on that. Bruisers can be an option against human enemies. Rush forward. Weather the storm of bullets because they can. They're tough enough to do that. And then just beat some brains in with a big stick. That pretty much sums up what bruisers do. They should be able to survive a round or two of firing. They might get hurt. Certainly. But do we want to... may as well. You know, they should get to the enemy nonetheless. This is one of the times when having critical aim is just lovely. It's a skill that I rate. I find it comes in handy. Now we're leaving some of our guys in range of the walkers. Our defensive shooting took care of them. That's probably because they are primed on their armor. Would it have been a problem if the walkers got to them? Not really. The walkers are the same level as the survivors. Our survivors have fully upgraded armor, as all of your best heroes should. So, if they get to us, does it really matter? They're just going to scratch us. They're not going to cause an awful lot of injury. Now, I want to take out a tough team. Carl! Okay. Alright, and we got Alfalfa as well. Let's swiftly swap out. Let's pick Carol. I'm going to give her the Starbound. This means that we are not getting the benefit of all of the aspects of her leadership trait. So she hasn't got that chance of getting charge points from hitting a target because she's not going to be inflicting status effects. But if we've got Carl, then we're bringing Rickety Rick. He brought Carl into this world. He can take him out, and he's gonna. I think we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna theme it. He's gonna bring his dinky little, his little Alexandria pistol. Look at that! Oh, high-powered, mate. It doesn't look it. Anyway, we're gonna get thematic with it. Carl, fantastic leader for your defenders. I guess if you are really struggling in human versus human fights, he might actually be a good addition to your team as you attack the others as well. No, I'm not running out. Let's just see what happens. There we go. That is a prime example of one of the strategies that I said you should use. Let them come to you. Take them out one at a time. Especially if Carl is the leader. You want to get lots and lots of shots against these goons. If you can do it while they're just sort of sat there not doing anything, that, again, is you taking advantage of the dumbass AI. Always knew you weren't mine, Carl. You're Shane's kid. I'm gonna shoot you in the face. Boom. Yeah, I kind of wanted Rick to get the killing shot there. It seemed fair. Oh, I should have used Carl's Deadeye pistol. I should have used Carl's weapon. Rick using Carl's weapon. That would have just added insult to injury. And you know, when you're taking out humans as opposed to walkers, there is that factor. They can experience physical pain and emotional distress. So, bonus. Anyway, there we go. That was a little bit of a Survivor-arma. Hopefully we're going to win this one. We shall see, we shall see. But, as ever, thank you for watching.